Thank you.
What's happening here is a conference of the Faculty of Sexual and Reproductive Health, which is just a bunch of abortionists. And they're having an annual conference here, and we're giving out leaflets asking the delegates who are going in, what were you when you were in your mother's womb? It's a question nobody ever asks the abortionists. If that is a baby in there, if you were a baby in your mother's womb, then the whole debate about abortion suddenly changes. Now, it can't be about a woman's right to choose. It's a woman's right to do what she wants with her body. So what part of her body were you when you were in your mother's womb? And so these are the questions that we're posing to the people going in on this leaflet. Yes, it's been a great pleasure today. We've been joined by a couple of people from CBI UK.
I'm here because I belong to an organisation called the Centre for Bioethical Reform, and our mission is to show the humanity of the unborn child and the barbarism of abortion, which kills a living human being. This is a conference of midwives and gynecologists who have gone along with the abortion narrative, who have normalized and desensitized people to killing unborn children in the womb by poisoning, by dismembering unborn children, because they've managed to convince people that it's not a living human being. If it's not a living human being, the question is, what is it?
What is it?
We all began in the womb. We know it's living because it's growing, and we know it's human. So how have we become so blinded that we cannot see our brothers and sisters in the womb? And that is why I'm here this morning.
Can we just have a look at what you're giving out?
Yes. So I'm giving out postcards, first of all, of the living embryo in the womb at 8 weeks old, and just asking the question whether people want to protect babies, unborn babies, and then they can either tick true or false. And they can go to our website, cbiruk.org. I also have another leaflet with me which shows the living development of the unborn child in the womb at different stages of its gestation. And then on the other side, we show the images of what happens to the unborn child in an abortion. Because it's only by showing the reality graphically so people can see that the culture of death in this country will change.
A nice leaflet for your conference.
My name's Tony and I'm part of a much wider concept of Christian outreach work. We call it abortion. In short, we give it the right of a female to do what they like. This is what is upheld today, when in fact if you go back a couple of thousand years ago, what it really is child sacrifice.
It's a good way of getting out there and witnessing. The leaflet itself is, we call this prophetic evangelistic witness, because the leaflet sets out the issue, that's the prophetic part, and then it devotes time to preaching the gospel. So we're here preaching the gospel of redemption and talking about what Jesus did on the cross and how the individual can be saved and redeemed, and life can be changed. So that's the evangelistic part of it, and of course just by being here, it's a witness, and this is simply a way, if I'm not very much mistaken, Ronnie Sapira.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How do you know who you are?
Because I recognised you from your picture. And I've written about it already.
Nice to
quite a number of people have taken leaflets already, so we're hitting home. They know that we're here. There you go. There you are. All we're doing is standing in a public place giving out leaflets. Not everybody takes a leaflet, absolutely. Not everybody takes one, but enough are going in there for the word of God to be going in. And the word that the Lord spoke to Ezekiel came to my mind. He was told to pronounce judgment against the Judah at the time. And he said, and when it comes to pass, they will know that the prophet has been among them. That's the beginning. They know that we're here. One woman went in, she said, I believe in legal abortion, she said. I believe in legal abortion. Which just proves, well, I think it was John G.K. Chesterton, the great Christian apologist, said, that when people stop believing in God, they don't believe in nothing, they believe in anything. In fact, this faculty of sexual and reproductive health, which is an offshoot of the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, so it's all enmeshed. They believe abortion is a human right. Well, if they believe that, they believe wrong, because the right to abortion is in no international human rights instrument at all. It just is not there. So they believe a falsehood, to start off with.
Welcome to the Mass Abortion Conference, giving many different ways in which you can kill your offspring.
Can you kindly tell us what you're doing here today?
Oh, well, I'm here supporting Christian Voice in a dignified witness, a pro-life witness, where we're just handing out some nice leaflets giving details of why it's not good, it's wrong, it's sinful to for a woman to kill her offspring by mass abortion. Obviously this is mass abortion. Mass abortion takes the lives of at least 700 babies per day, upon average. And so I'm supporting a dignified witness and protest outside the Royal College of Obstetricians, where they're doing a conference, what looks to me like extending mass abortion even further, as if it wasn't bad enough.
Seems a lot of people have been taking the leaflets off you.
Yeah, quite a few have. Yes, and that will give them something to read when they're inside.
And it's quite catchy. What were you in your mother's womb?
Yeah, that's right. So it's been designed by Christian Voice, and it's basically asking the question and posing the point, well, what were you? When you were growing inside your mother, you were somebody, you were obviously created by God. You were created as a person with all the sort of things inside you, ready for your life ahead of you, and that's the way God intended it. We're giving out leaflets. We've got a few supporters as well.
Yeah.
And the important point is for Christians to be visible, to be active, to make it absolutely clear to the other side that's not a complete victory by any means. We are still here. What we need is, we just need to get more Christians motivated and activated. We do need to get boots on the ground. I think that is one of the problems that we've got within the whole Christian faith spectrum.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ clearly said to his disciples, go and make disciples
Go into the world.
Of all nations. So what we've got to do is we've really got to basically got to reclaim the territory.
Yeah.
We've got to take back what we should never have lost in the first place. And that means we're going to have to be activists, we're going to have to activate, and we're going to have to be doing. We need a lot more doing and saying, as well as praying. Obviously the prayer is absolutely vital. So is the praise. There's power in praise. I've been discovering that all of my Christian life. The power is in the praise, the power is in the prayer, but then we move out and we get activated by doing. We've got to do the doing.